Hey guys, welcome. Welcome aboard if you're new. Welcome back if you're not. Welcome home if it applies. However it hits for you in regard to this week, these messages, this energy, this channel, etc., etc., etc. This week we are going to be talking about the week of January 30th through February 5th, 2023. So as always, let's just dive right in. Wow, there we go. So the beginning of this week, we start with a moon shift, right? The moon will shift into Gemini in the very early hours of Monday morning. Then that moon will square Venus, sextile Jupiter, and then conjunct Mars later in the evening. Here's the deal. So yesterday, which was Sunday, by the way, the 29th of January, the sun trined Mars, right? So today the moon enters that picture, right? So when we're talking about when we're talking about Mars, right, which is in Gemini, we're really talking about possibility, potential, right? That limitless array of options. And so as the sun trines Mars and then the moon conjuncts Mars, really what we're looking at is whether or not you want to witness that as possibility or paralysis, right? So that's that Gemini energy, and it's really your call, right? And with these other two aspects, right, squaring Venus and sextiling Jupiter, there is a deep potential to shift into new modes or habits of expression, and that is 100% available to you. You can use it or not. That just depends on you, your choices, your perspective, your capacity, right? So the capacity of your heart is always as wide as you allow it, or as wide as you have allowed for and done the work of your healing. And so is your potential for expression and feeling, right? As always, we really just want to default to home, that sense of home. What does it feel like, taste like, smell like, sound like, right? And before we move in to or through or as expansion, before we move at all, in fact, we want to be sure that that is always our alignment. Our check, check, triple check is always about home. And if we can do that, then we always know that we're moving in, if not the right direction, at least the right mode. Okay? So on the 31st, that Gemini moon is going to trine the sun, which of course is in Aquarius, sextile Chiron, and quincunx Mercury. So here's the deal. We're talking about new stories. We're talking about a new you. A key for Tuesday is this: backsliding into any kind of old narrative is not an option, right? Your unlimited future is already being lived by your unlimited self. Are you in that mix, right? And if not, why? And how? How can you feel in a different way so that you are included in that story, in that trajectory, in that narrative, right? How can you invite yourself into that unlimited future so that you can be in your expression? It's a great question, right? Definitely something to ponder. On Wednesday, February 1st, that Gemini moon is going to square Neptune, trine Saturn, and quincunx Pluto before the sun in Aquarius will sextile Chiron, and then the moon moves into Cancer. So here's the deal. On Wednesday, we are going to keep unraveling. We're going to keep following the echoes, right? We're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper. And here's the deal. You are that pathway. You are that fractal looping of infinity. Now here's the deal. What you're doing can help create movement if that feels stale. If you feel like you're stagnating, or if you feel like you're not moving, or that you are contracting, or that you are reacting in a fear-based way, or in a past loop kind of way. So do something. You can always do something, even if it's just stand up, clap your hands, and turn around, right? You're shifting the energy. So as deep as you are invited, and as deep as you consent to dive, is as deep as you are ever able to go. So you think that's air you're breathing. It's not. Yeah. Thursday, the 2nd of February. Happy Groundhog Day. Happy birthday to my beautiful bonus daughter, Jessie, all the way in Scotland. I love you. That Cancer moon is going to square Jupiter and trine Venus, square Chiron, sextile the Sun. Why, hello. And later in the evening, sextile Uranus. Here's the deal. Let the shifts that are happening shake out in their own time, okay? You do not need to apply any pressure, right? Which means you neither need to push forward, nor do you need to staunch a wound, right? You are not in a hurry, and the process is always right on time, right? So as you clear, I mean, she was the first one I saw, y'all. We're gonna take her. As you clear and integrate your memory bank, right? As you clear and integrate your memory bank, that new growth and evolution is going to happen naturally. So don't push, don't press. Just allow that becoming, right? On Friday the 3rd, our moon is in Cancer, and we are going to oppose Mercury. We're going to trine Neptune and quincunx Saturn, and then the Sun in the later evening is going to square Uranus. Here's the deal. On Friday, you know, we all have that capacity for a poet's soul, right? So your poet's soul might ask for airtime today. Even if that's a shift from your normal, standard, everyday kind of identity, you may want to let that deeper side kind of catch light and air today. Remember that all fires need fuel, right? Light and air. All bricks need a kiln, right? So see what happens. And the key here is dare, right? Uranus is always about something coming in suddenly, and how you react, respond, or show up to meet it is the way that it plays out, right? Change can be really scary, change can be really welcome. So if you can dare to be unrestricted in your response instead of rigid in your reaction, who knows what might happen, right? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So Saturday, the 4th, the moon in Cancer is going to oppose Pluto in Capricorn, of course. And then still overnight, the moon will move into Leo. That Leo moon later on in the day will trine Jupiter. And then in the evening, Venus in Pisces will square Mars, right? And you know, they love one another, so they don't like to be at odds. So if you are feeling that you are at cross purposes today, instead of contracting and digging in and digging your feet in and getting stubborn, open, right? Open your hands, open your head, open your heart, open your soul. Let go. And instead try surrender, right? Let the balance find itself and trust the serendipity of the universe, right? Your energy always knows. And when we're talking about unlimited feeling potential, right? Which is really how we experience the world. And so we have Venus in Pisces really, really wanting to be in that better felt than spoken sensual experience, squaring Mars, which is all about how we're going to get things done and how we have every idea, right? Again, potential for possibility or paralysis. Trust your homing device. Trust your homing senses. Trust how you feel, right? Trust the fact that you know what home is. And don't let your ideas get ahead of you. Don't let your ideas get in your way. On Sunday, the Leo moon will sextile Mars and then quincunx Venus. Then we have a trine to Chiron, a square to Uranus, and then at 12:29 p.m. Central Time, the Leo moon opposes the Aquarius sun for a full moon at 16 Leo. Here's the deal. You want to push today, right? We talked about not pushing, right? You want to push today. Here's the deal. Before you go all bullish, take some breaths, right? Get outside. Go be somewhere in your sensual experience. Get the sun on your face. Get some wind in your hair. Get some water somewhere around you, right? Get outside. Be in your sensual experience. And it doesn't have to be outside. Here's the deal. If you're a person who experiences that in your own bed, then do it. It doesn't matter. But that full moon is really going to invite you to put yourself at center stage, right? This is a Leo full moon. It is T-square to Uranus, right? Which means the sun and the moon are both squaring Uranus in Taurus. So Uranus, the planet of invitation to change. Taurus, the planet that says, maybe not, I don't really think so, I kind of like the way things are. Here's the deal. Old ways, old doors, old thoughts, old beliefs, old habits, old cycles, they are not going to do it anymore. They are no longer functioning for you, and you know exactly what that means. You know exactly where it plays out in your life. You already know. So Uranus is daring you. And this full moon is all about not letting pride get in the way of what you're being offered, right? This is your manifestation. You set this up. You invited it. You conjured it. You asked for it. And so how you show up to it now, how you open your receptors is 100% up to you. So my best advice to you is pay attention. Pay attention to what you have asked for, to what you have conjured, to what you have invited in, and how are you going to show up to it, for it, right? So let's get here. So we have the Star, we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so I love it, right? We talked about this as a day where we really want to witness possibility or paralysis, and how we are available to our new modes or new habits, right? So the Four of Swords, I always like to explain this card a little bit. The Three of Swords is a card of loss and betrayal and sadness, right? But what we know about swords is that swords are about ideas, right? They're about mental energy. They're about communication. They're about perception. And so the Three of Swords is about how you have perceived your own sadness, betrayal, or loss. How you are, perhaps, how your expectations or anticipations created it, or how your perspective to it has perpetuated it, right? And so the Star is a card of cosmic blessing, of wish fulfillment, of the universe showing up and saying, yeah, here you go. You asked for this. Let me give it to you. Let me bless you, right? This is a card of hope, of optimism, of renewal, right? So we have this Four of Swords, which is about taking time to process how we were an active participant in our own cycles of pain, in our own sense of loss, right? How may we shift our position, right? How can we lighten our own mental burden, right? What can we do to help ourselves? This is repose, it's meditation. And so we have that 3 of Swords, and then you add the 1, which is always, right? An ace is always a gift from the universe, right? So we talked about this as a day of witnessing the fact that your capacity is as wide as you allow it. So ask yourself, what am I allowing, right? What am I allowing? Look, so we have Strength and the Queen of Pentacles on Tuesday. So the Queen of Pentacles is all about this sense of really embodying our resourced self, right? Of standing in alignment with our beasts and our demons and taming those, right? Understanding that we have this unique perspective of them. And so the Queen of Pentacles is about that beautiful sensual experience. She's showing up and responding, and showing up and responding. Strength is how she does that, right? This is her mode of operation. And so we talked about Tuesday of being a day of not backsliding into your old narrative, right? Your unlimited future is being lived by your unlimiting self. Are you in that mix? And if so, how can you feel it in a different way so that you are included? Where do you need to show up in your full strength so that you can claim your full power? Where? Well, great question. Again, on Wednesday, we've got the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So the 9 of Pentacles is a card of self-sufficiency, right? This is, I am responsible for my own state of resourcedness. I'm looking to no one or nothing outside of me. I know that I am capable and able to bring myself everything that I require, right? My universe is a reflection of and a manifestation through me. Knight of Cups is my heart is on display. My heart is full to overflowing, and there's always more coming, right? Always more coming. So we talked about this as a day to keep unraveling, go deep, go deeper, go deeper, right? You are the path of infinity. And if there's something that you need to do to create that movement, right? Nights are always about movement. So this is your emotional movement as your own source. So how can you do something that's going to create that movement if the air feels a little bit stale? In any place where you might go, I wish I need that. I wish I had that. I want that, right? Remember, you're bringing it to yourself. Keep following those echoes. Keep witnessing yourself as that pathway of infinity, right? On Thursday, look, we've got the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles is 5 of Cups. Hello. 5 of Cups is all about looking backward, right? He's facing these 3 spilled cups, and yet here are these 2 full cups right here at his back, waiting, just waiting, right? So this is, what have I lost, right? Where have I been? What has happened to me? Instead of, what do I have, right? Where's my gratitude? Where is my gift? This is about being caught in that old behavior, being caught in those old losses, being stuck in an old focus. 7 of Wands asks you to re-engage with your focus, to re-engage with what you know you need to defend, with what is worth your time, right? What's worth your time? We're going to cry over spilled milk? Are we? You can. You can. Is that how you want to spend your one precious, golden, on fire life? Looking backwards, crying over spilled milk? Or do you want to step into your future, right? And say, oh, look what I have. Let me stand here, celebrate, be grateful, and defend this, right? We talked about this as letting those shifts shake out in your own time, not needing to apply pressure, of not being in a hurry, right? Of witnessing that your growth and evolution are part of your own natural process, as only your process can be. So to allow that becoming, right, into those beautiful cups, right? Fulfillment, love. So Friday, we talked about this as a day of your poet's soul asking to be expressed, right? Even if it's a shift from your own normal identity. Here's the deal, right? This guy, he's a little bored. He's experiencing some ennui, right? He might have this, I've got these cups, but I just don't know. I'm not sure, right? I'm a little, maybe. So the Hermit is also seeking that light within, right? We're seeking something. We're looking for something, right? These are searching cards. These are maybe there's something more. Right? What a beautiful day for your poet's soul to explore, to express, to look for that light within, to find what's in this cup. Do I need it? Do I want it? Right? Letting that deeper side of yourself catch air today, to be willing to dive, to explore something that you might not normally explore, to express something that you might not normally express, right? To really get in touch with that depth of self and then allow it to come forth, to dare to do that work. A big deal, right? We all know what's in the cup. How we put it out there, a whole different thing. I just want to say, come on, really? Really? Do you see this? Ooh, yummy. Saturday the 4th, we have the King of Cups and the Fool. Lovely, beautiful. The King of Cups. So cups are about emotion, right? And emotion is that way that we are feeling contented, satisfied, fulfilled, how our cups are filled, how we are capable of our full emotional expression, how we witness ourselves as a safe to be an emotional being, right? The King of Cups, because he is the king, he has the capacity. He also either exercises discernment or withholding, right? So the kings have that kind of flexible power to express as the appropriate emotional response, right? Or to withhold and say, perhaps that's not warranted at this time, right? So then we have the Fool. Come on. The Fool is this beautiful beginning card, inception, journey, fully trusting the universe, right? We talked about this as a day to open. If you're feeling any cross purposes, open your hands, open your heart, open your soul, open your mind, let go and surrender. Let the balance find itself, and to trust the serenity and the serendipity of the universe. Your energy will always bring you right back home, right? That's that beautiful 0 card. And then we have the Queen and the World. So we have the Alpha and Omega cards along with a divine pair. So let's just not let that get by us, shall we? So the Queen of Cards, the Queen of Cards, okay, hearts, right? She is so good. So the Queen of Cups is about the embodiment of that emotional capacity, that emotional expression. This is, I will feel every emotion and I will not shy from it. I will not look away, right? I will dive in knowing that I am safe, that I have full capacity to witness my entire spectrum of emotion, no matter what it is, right? Because feeling and feelings are fleeting, and my cup is always full. And she's the only full cup in the deck, or I'm sorry, the only covered cup in the deck. And so as she is the only covered cup, she is always fully safe, right? Other cups might spill, right? Other cups might slosh around. Not the Queen. She is safe. Always, always, always. And then we have the world. This is integration. This is wholeness. This is completion. This is finding the end of your cycle and being fearless and capable to move on to the next. This is learning all the lessons expressed in the Fool's Journey, right? This is witnessing from inception to completion, from beginning to end, from alpha to omega, from I trust through every bit of that hero's journey, and then coming into the fullness of that cycle, whatever it is. This is trust and trust warranted, right? Yeah, what a beautiful pair, especially to be here in this emotional journey. Especially as we're, okay, we didn't even talk about this, did we? So we talked about how we want to not push, right? Not get all sticky, stacky, stucky. It's about taking some breaths and being in your experience, right? That full moon allowing you to really witness the old doors, the old thoughts, the old beliefs, saying, yeah, we did that. I learned that. Now I am no longer needing to be defined as that, right? And then to move into that new cycle where you are, where you know that you're safe, right? This is about daring to step into the next level, because you don't have to get in your own way. This is about bringing your manifestation into a full-on yes, right? This is lovely. This is absolutely lovely. Okay, I feel a little better having completed that conversation. We also have act accordingly, right? So here's the deal. When you know that the universe has your back, when you know that it's all part of the cycle, when you know that you already know how to do and be and express, you just act accordingly. You act in alignment with that, right? And allow that to be what it is, and allow you to be and become who you are. Dare to step into your new stories, right? And we do that by allowing ourselves to be new every moment. 16, a time for healing. Let's have this conversation. At times, amid the travails of the world, we find ourselves keening for the soft touch of the healer, of one who knows the right way to bring back to life the dimming light within our souls. The healer's touch may feel far from you, but if you take a moment and allow the ancient ones to come to you, you will feel a tender hand upon your brow, offering you the energy of the universe. Allow yourself to be restored by this ancient form of blessing and healing, even if human hands are far away right now. Imagine. Close those weary eyes. Know the ancient ones are with you, and let them reweave the fibers of light that make you into the being of radiance you so truly are. So the message is trust the journey. Trust your shift. Trust the release, right? That is the scary part. Whenever we are transitioning from something to the next thing, we have to allow ourselves to transition fully, step into the next, and then you'll realize you are always there. You are always there, right? Just trust it. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful week, guys. Big blessings and happy full moon. Take care.